In the late 19th century, a young man named Abdulaziz Ibn Saud found himself in exile, far from his ancestral land. Born in 1876, Abdulaziz's family, the House of Saud, had been ousted by a rival clan. But Abdulaziz was determined to restore his family's legacy and reclaim the heart of Arabia. In 1902, at just 26, he launched a daring campaign with a small group of loyal warriors. In a surprise attack, they captured the Mazmak fortress in Riyadh, a move that would mark the beginning of Abdulaziz's quest for power. Initially, Abdulaziz Ibn Saud was a regional leader, more of a local warlord than the global player he would become. However, his ambitions were far grander. With Riyadh secured, he began consolidating power across Najd, the desert heartland of the Arabian Peninsula. But to expand his empire, Abdulaziz needed more than just military might. He needed financial backing. Enter Abdulaziz al-Sulaiman, a shrewd financial advisor who played a pivotal role in helping Abdulaziz fund his campaigns. In a desert where money was scarce, Sulaiman's ability to secure resources was crucial. He used his political savvy to raise funds, negotiate loans, and build alliances with local merchants and regional leaders. As Abdulaziz united warring tribes, his kingdom grew, culminating in a victory over the al-Rashid clan in 1921. By 1925, his forces seized the Hijaz, home to the holy cities of Mecca and Medina. Finally, on September 23, 1932, Abdulaziz Ibn Saud officially declared the creation of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, securing his place as the king of a unified desert nation. But despite this monumental achievement, Saudi Arabia was still a poor, barren land, struggling with limited resources. Its economy was underdeveloped, reliant on meager trade and subsistence farming. At the time, Riyadh was little more than a dusty city, unchanged for centuries. The new kingdom was in desperate need of cash, and it would come from an unexpected source deep beneath the desert sands. In the 1930s, American interest in Saudi Arabia's fortunes would set the stage for a new chapter. With the rise of Standard Oil of California, the company sent geologists to the region in search of oil. Their efforts focused initially on Bahrain, an island neighboring Saudi Arabia. The task seemed nearly impossible. Most experts had dismissed the idea of oil being found in the Arabian Peninsula. Yet Fred Davies, a determined geologist, and his team braved the uncharted desert to explore this remote region. In 1931, after years of arduous exploration, they struck oil in Bahrain at the Jebel Dukhan well, the first productive oil discovery in the region. This breakthrough opened the door for further exploration in Saudi Arabia. In 1933, Standard Oil negotiated a concession with the Saudi government, setting the stage for Aramco, the Saudi oil giant that would change the world. But it would take another 5 years of struggle, plagued by desert conditions and logistical challenges, before they struck oil at Dammam Well No. 7, also known as Prosperity Well, in 1938. This discovery would trigger a chain reaction. As Aramco expanded its operations, Saudi Arabia's wealth grew exponentially. In World War II, while the world was embroiled in conflict, Saudi oil production surged, fueling global economies and making Saudi Arabia a vital player in the international market. The newfound wealth also enabled Saudi Arabia to modernize. American construction firms, including Bechtel, were brought in to build infrastructure across the country. Towering cranes began dotting the Arabian skyline as roads, cities, and new industries were built with American expertise. But with rapid growth came the challenge of managing newfound wealth, and the kingdom's royal family was soon faced with financial overreach. By 1950, the country was in debt, its spending spiraling out of control. The Saudi royal family, especially King Abdulaziz Ibn Saud, was embroiled in an unsustainable cycle of lavish expenditures. The US ambassador to Saudi Arabia, J. Reeves Childs, soon became aware of the crisis. Aramco, the company that had brought immense wealth to the kingdom had approved a $6 million loan to the government, which was becoming increasingly financially unstable. In an effort to control the spending, King Abdulaziz demanded that Aramco share a larger portion of its profits with the Saudi government. Aramco agreed to a 50-50 profit-sharing agreement, a deal that would permanently reshape the company's relationship with Saudi Arabia. But this arrangement would come with complications. Saudi leaders, especially Crown Prince Saud, began to demand more, triggering a series of financial crises and pushing the kingdom to the brink of collapse. In 1953, after King Abdulaziz's death, his son Crown Prince Saud ascended to the throne. However, Saud's extravagant spending led to a fiscal crisis by 1958. In response, Crown Prince Faisal, Saud's brother, took control of the government, staging a bloodless coup. Faisal restructured the kingdom's finances and moved swiftly to reduce Saudi Arabia's dependency on foreign assistance, setting the stage for the future control of Aramco. Faisal's leadership was marked by patient diplomacy and careful economic maneuvering. Through intense negotiations, Saudi Arabia eventually achieved full control of Aramco by 1976, securing the company's profits for the kingdom. This was a game-changer, positioning Saudi Arabia as a global oil powerhouse. But the global landscape shifted. In the 1980s, the rise of US shale oil began to challenge Saudi Arabia's dominance in the energy market. By 2019, Saudi Arabia faced a new era of economic transformation, as Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman launched Vision 2030, an ambitious plan to reduce the kingdom's dependency on oil. This initiative included the IPO of Aramco, the world's largest ever initial public offering, which raised billions to fund diversification efforts. The story of Saudi Arabia's rise from an impoverished desert kingdom to a global power is one of strategic foresight, negotiation, and ambition. Aramco, once a symbol of foreign influence, is now a testament to Saudi Arabia's economic resilience. But, as the country navigates the complexities of the modern world, its future remains uncertain.